Have you ever stopped to think about how much our habits shape our lives? Habits, those little routines we perform day in and day out, often without even noticing, are incredibly powerful. They can propel us towards success or lead us down the path of stagnation. They're the subtle architects of our everyday life, shaping our actions, decisions, and ultimately, our destiny. Let's consider a simple example. Imagine two individuals, one with a habit of reading for at least 30 minutes a day and the other who spends that time scrolling through social media. Over a year, the reader would have consumed at least 15 books, broadening their knowledge, while the other individual would have spent over 180 hours on social media. The impact of these habits, though seemingly insignificant in the short term, compound over time, leading to vastly different outcomes. This brings us to a remarkable book, The Atomic Habit, penned by James Clear. Clear, an expert on habit formation, presents a compelling argument for the power of small everyday habits in shaping our lives. He suggests that success doesn't necessarily come from radical changes in behavior, but from the cumulative effect of hundreds of tiny decisions. Eating a salad for lunch instead of a burger, reading a book instead of watching television, waking up early instead of hitting the snooze button. These atomic habits, as Clear calls them, are the building blocks of remarkable results. The basic premise of the book is that small changes can make a big difference. It's not about overhauling your life overnight, but about making incremental improvements consistently. It's about focusing on the process, not the product. Clear argues that if you want to achieve great things, then you need to focus not on grand sweeping actions, but on the small, seemingly insignificant ones. Because it's these little habits, done consistently, that can lead to exponential growth and profound change. As Clear points out in his book, it's not about making big changes, but about making small, consistent ones. So let's delve deeper into this idea of atomic habits and understand how we can harness their power to transform our lives. So, how can you effectively change your habits? James Clear proposes 4 laws of behavior change. Let's delve into each of these laws and understand how they can help us shape our habits. The first law is about making the habit obvious. This means you need to be aware of the habits you want to change. For instance, if you want to read more, place a book on your bedside table where you'll see it every night before you go to sleep. It's all about creating an environment that prompts the behavior you want to adopt. Next, we have the second law, making it attractive. The more appealing the habit is, the more likely you are to follow through. So, let's say you want to start jogging. You might pair it with listening to your favorite podcast, making the experience more enjoyable. You're not just jogging, you're also catching up on interesting stories or learning something new. The third law is making it easy. The easier a habit is to start, the more likely you are to stick with it. If you want to start a meditation habit, don't aim for an hour a day right off the bat. Start with just 5 minutes. As it becomes a part of your routine, you can gradually increase the duration. Finally, the fourth law is making it satisfying. We are more likely to repeat a behavior if it is immediately rewarding. So, if your goal is to eat healthier, enjoy a small piece of dark chocolate after a balanced meal. The immediate satisfaction will reinforce the positive behavior. By following these 4 laws, you can start to form new, positive habits and break old, negative ones. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making small changes that over time lead to significant results. And that's the power of habits. They might seem small and insignificant at first, but over time, they can lead to big changes. So, start today and watch how these small changes gradually transform your life. But there's more to habit formation than just following the 4 laws. Your identity plays a crucial role too. Think about it. Who you perceive yourself to be, your self-image, your sense of self, greatly influences your actions. It's all about the narrative you've created for yourself. If you identify as a fitness enthusiast, you're more likely to hit the gym regularly. If you see yourself as an avid reader, you'll naturally spend more time with books. This is where the concept of identity-based habits comes into play. Rather than focusing on what you want to achieve, the emphasis is on who you wish to become. It's not about running a marathon, but becoming a runner. It's not about writing a book, but becoming a writer. The goal is not to read a book, but to become a reader. By aligning your habits with your identity, you're not just changing what you do, you're changing who you are. Each small action is a vote for the kind of person you want to be. Consistency is the key here. A single workout won't transform you into a fitness enthusiast, but regular exercise will. This is the power of identity-based habits. They're not just about doing, but about being. They foster a deep, lasting change that goes beyond mere behavior modification. They shape your identity and, in turn, your life. When your habits are aligned with your identity, change doesn't just become possible, it becomes inevitable. So what can we take away from the atomic habit? We've journeyed through the profound realms of habit formation and behavior change. We've seen how seemingly insignificant changes can accumulate into a monumental transformation. The power of small changes is indeed the cornerstone of the atomic habit. It's not about overnight success, but the gradual, consistent effort that nudges us towards our goals. Then we delved into the 4 laws of behavior change. These laws, making it obvious, making it attractive, making it easy, and making it satisfying, provide a framework to break bad habits and foster good ones. They don't merely serve as theoretical constructs but have real-world applicability. Whether it's about sticking to a fitness routine or learning a new language, these laws can guide us on the path of self-improvement. Finally, we explored the role of identity in habit formation, where we learned that sustainable change is not just about what we want to achieve, but who we want to become. A shift in identity, a change in self-perception, can make the journey towards our goals more meaningful and enduring. To sum up, the atomic habit takes us on a transformative journey, shedding light on the power of habits, the laws governing behavior change, and the role of identity in our journey. It's a book that gives us the tools to make lasting changes and become the best version of ourselves. Remember, small changes lead to big results, so start by making one small change today, and who knows where you'll be tomorrow.